Somebody's about to dump a ton of Bitcoin on the market. I'm gonna share with you who and also how many Bitcoin are about to be dumped. But first, 15 years ago today, you could buy 12 Bitcoin for under a cent, or actually 1 cent. Yes, this is a Bitcoin historian. Definitely follow him on Twitter. He's a really good guy to follow. Fantastic. This is what happens when you hold. Imagine holding that all the way through and not trading, but holding, staying out of leverage, just holding. You would be killing it right now. So this is what happens to holders. They all benefit. And if you want to know what we're holding, check out learningcrypto.com. You get to see our whole portfolio and you get to see when we're going to be selling. You better be selling during this bull market. All right, so France to tax Bitcoin, unrealized capital gains. Ouch. Now here's the thing. What did I tell you was going to happen? There were going to be other nations, and including the United States. You are not out of the woods yet. So you had good news the other day about the IRS being potentially audited by the Doge Foundation, the Department of Government Efficiency. But here's the thing. The whole reason why they're bringing this out is that we all know the Federal Reserve runs in the United States. We all know the ECB runs Europe. Okay, so, and guess who? They're all one entity pretty much. So it's like BlackRock and Vanguard. They're still one entity, all right? So you have to understand where we're heading now. Doesn't matter if Trump gets in. I do think within time there will be unrealized capital gains taxes that you are going to have to pay in the US and all over Europe and much of the East as well, in my opinion. I think just governments are just getting used to that stuff. So with that said, this is from our Twitter account. Trump imposing more sanctions to protect the dollar will only do the opposite. He was supposed to make the US look stronger, but now they've never looked weaker. So what are we talking about here? We're talking about the 100% tariffs on other nations trying to diversify away from the US dollar. Now, why would other nations want to diversify from the US dollar? It's because the Federal Reserve keeps printing crazy amounts of currency, like I've been saying for years, and they're not going to stop. So if you were a foreign nation, wouldn't you want to step back from the US dollar? And now Trump's going to punish those people because they don't want to take the risk of holding US dollars, because they know that every 90 days there's $1 trillion being printed and that number is just going lower. Exactly. So that is really crappy. Trump, if Trump is so for the free market, tell him to take a hike and get out of the free market. The free market can handle itself. It doesn't need government. If you have government involved with the free market, it's not the free market. Okay? That's simple as that. Now, moving on. We also have 10,000 Bitcoin went into the US government's Coinbase Prime exchange account, meaning that these funds will be sold. So how many Bitcoin altogether? This is 10,000 Bitcoin, but the US government did send 19.7 Bitcoin valued at $1.92 billion to two new wallets. This is nearly 10% of the government's current holdings. Is Biden administration selling before Trump can get into office? Well, here's the thing. I mean, if there's going to be a Bitcoin reserve, this is going to be soaked up so fast, you probably won't even know that they sold unless you're following the wallet address. Okay, so this is really nothing to worry about. And large entities like this, they do sell Bitcoin, like countries sell Bitcoin. I think Germany sold their Bitcoin for an incredible loss. They blew it so bad. Governments are the stupidest entity on the face of the planet. Governments are long fiat, and that's where their intentions lie, and that is why the Federal Reserve is not going anywhere. It's going to be there, and the US is going to keep going downhill because nobody's going to get rid of the Federal Reserve. So to end this, I just want to share with you what they've done, okay? So Coinbase Prime main OTC over-the-counter addresses and the funds were split among several addresses belonging to the OTC. So what should you be concerned about? Absolutely nothing. Right now, we are on the precipice of the beginning of what you call alt season. That is when pretty much Bitcoin dominance, BTCD, ends up going down. And that means money is flowing from Bitcoin into these altcoins. That's what you saw with like XRP. That's what you saw with Cardano. All these other coins out there that, had done nothing for so long. Now they're starting to wake up. But XRP and Cardano, that's not where the fun lies, right? The fun lies at, small caps. That's where the money's going to be made. Yeah, you might be able to do a 10x on XRP. Whoop-de-doo. Okay, I mean, many of our coins so far have done way more than 10x. And this is the benefit of buying in a bear market, guys. Our CT Club members have been buying since early last summer. Can you imagine? And we were like picking time after time, like looking at projects, making sure they were okay. And you know what? Some failed for sure. That's what happens when you start buying early. But we protected ourselves with making sure that 80% of our portfolio was Bitcoin and Ethereum. And then we play with the rest of the 20% so we can sleep well at night. If one of these projects go down, we are fine. That's how we do it. That's how we play the game. That's how I've been doing it for 4 bull cycles now. Anyways, and I'm very happy. Congratulations to all of our CT Club members. You deserve all the gains that you get. Anyways, follow us. Talk to you soon.